Well, good morning. It's Thursday, May 21st. Welcome to our devotional for today. As we begin, just want to invite you to pause and pay attention to what are you grateful for this morning? What's stirring your heart with gratitude today? Let's just take a few moments to be quiet and consider that together. Our text for this morning is John chapter 17 once again. Again, we're going to continue in verses 20 to 26. My prayer, this is Jesus praying for you and I, actually. My prayer is not for them alone. I pray also for those who will believe in me through their message, that all of them may be one, Father, just as you are in me and I am in you. May they also be in us, so that the world may believe that you have sent me. I've given them the glory that you gave me, that they may be one as we are one. I in them and you in me, so that they may be brought to complete unity. Then the world will know that you sent me and have loved them even as you have loved me. Father, I want those you have given me to be with me where I am, and to see my glory, the glory you have given me because you loved me before the creation of the world. Righteous Father, though the world does not know you, I know you, and they know that you have sent me. I have made you known to them, and will continue to make you known, in order that the love you have for me may be in them, and I myself may be in them. Let's read it one more time. My prayer is not for them alone. I pray also for those who will believe in me through their message, that all of them may be one, Father, just as you are in me and I am in you. May they also be in us, so that the world may believe that you have sent me. I have given them the glory that you gave me, that they may be one as we are one, I in them and you in me, so that they may be brought to complete unity. Then the world will know that you sent me and have loved them, even as you have loved me. Father, I want those you have given me to be with me where I am, and to see my glory, the glory you have given me because you loved me before the foundation of the world. Righteous Father, though the world does not know you, I know you, and they know that you have sent me. I have made you known to them, and will continue to make you known to them, in order that the love you have for me may be in them, and I may be in them. Just pause for a few moments there and pay attention to what jumps out from the passage to us as an indication of how God might want to speak to us today. I'd like to focus especially on the last sort of paragraph, last section of this passage. Jesus is saying that the world does not know God. There is perhaps a sense we can read into this of thinking, especially if we're familiar with the biblical story, that this is a lost knowledge, that once upon a time, we did know God and perhaps knew God well. We could think of Adam and Eve. We think of a few others. Moses, Enoch, Elijah, and many others, but those jump out. How do we see evidence in our world today that the world doesn't know God? Perhaps how do we see evidence in our own lives? What struggles do we have in knowing God? Jesus says, though, that he does know God, like a son would know his father. One of Jesus's main points, especially for teaching, the parables in particular, are all about revealing who God really is and what God's kingdom, what his ways are like. As you think on some of your favorite stories that Jesus told, or maybe some of the favorite stories about Jesus and his actions, what does Jesus reveal to us of who God is? So remember, Jesus speaks from experience. He knows who God is. And who is the God revealed to us by Jesus? What's he like? What do you love about whom the God Jesus reveals? And then Jesus goes on to say that his disciples, that Jesus knows who God is, and that his disciples, Jesus' followers, his apprentices and students in life, they know that God sent Jesus to reveal to us and to the world whom God is and what his ways are. What do you think about that? How do you think about Jesus being sent from God? And then Jesus goes on to say that he has made known to us who God is. I have made you known to them. Again, in the Gospels, in particular through his stories and his actions, Jesus is making known to us who God is. We've already asked the question, what stands out to you in the revelation of who God is? And Jesus is going to continue to make it known, who God is known to us, even right now, even through prayerful scripture reflections like this. Jesus is at work making known to us who God is. And he does that so that the love that God has for Jesus might be in us. What do you think about that? How do you feel about the love that God has, the love that the Father has for Jesus being in you? Do you sense it? Do you feel it in you? What difference would that make in your life if there were more of the love of God for Jesus in you? And then Jesus continues by saying, not only that the love the Father has for the Son being in us, but Jesus himself being in us. What do you think about that? What difference would it make in your life if Jesus were with you in such a way that it was like he was in you, living your life with you? Consider that as you read this passage one last time. Righteous Father, though the world does not know you, I know you, and they know that you have sent me. I've made you known to them, and will continue to make you known, in order that the love you have for me may be in them, and that I myself may be in them. Let's take a few moments now to do an examen of our day. Jesus, Son of God, we pray that you would be with us, and that the love of the Father would be in us, revealing to us ourselves, revealing to us you. Amen. As you look back on the past day, the last 24 hours, sort of you're streaming your life for the last 24 hours. What moments rise to the surface where you really felt a sense of consolation, God's presence with you, filled with faith, hope, and love, joy, peace? Take a few moments to reflect on those experiences, talk to God about them. Pay attention to what was going on. And again, as you reflect on the last 24 hours of your life, in a similar way, where do you notice a sense of experiencing desolation? Those times when you felt maybe distant from God, where your life felt a lack of faith, hope, and love. Pay attention to those moments. Talk to God about them. Perhaps even observe with God where God was present to you in a way you couldn't see at the time. And as you notice these things, what do you discover? And as you discover those insights, how can you respond to God today? What is Jesus inviting you into in response today? Now I invite you to talk to Jesus as we close, as you would to a friend, about those cares and concerns that you're bringing into your day today. Go in peace, friend. You are loved.